Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel Cbse Courses with Reeti. In this video, we are going to talk about the types of heterotrophic nutrition. Unlike the autotrophic nutrition, that is the green plant will photosynthesize and make their own food, in heterotrophic type of nutrition, we have classified broadly in three categories. Okay, so first let us focus on here. Heterotroph itself tells us, like I always tell you, hetero means other and troph means nourishment, or you can say nutrition. Okay, other nourishment, that is called heterotroph. By the meaning itself, we can understand that heterotroph doesn't make their own food, but they are dependent on other organisms for their food. Okay, heterotrophic nutritions are classified into saprobiotic. Saprobiotic we have learned in the previous classes as well. Saprobiotic, then holo and zoic. I am going to break down this also to make you memorize it easily. And parasitic. These are the three types of nutrition. Let us start with saprobiotic. Feeds on dead. The term that differentiated from the other two is that this kind of organisms feed on dead and decaying matter. Hence, they are also called decomposers. As we learnt in our previous classes, there are many organisms that feed on dead and decaying matter, and we call them as decomposers, and they are quite important for our planet, right? Now, why do they feed on dead and decaying matter is, like, I want to discuss about the kind of nourishment they have in detail. The type saprobiotic example can be, the best example is bread mold, that everyone remembers, or yeast. Let's first talk about bread mold. It grows on the, means it multiplies on the bread and then it starts decomposing it. Actually, what happens is, the kind of organisms saprobiotics are, they have a weak digestive system. Means they can't take the food as a whole, pura food leke, they can't digest it inside their body. Hence, they first digest it partially outside the body and then they eat it. Okay, like us humans, if we take an apple, we'll just eat it as a whole, right? We'll cut it or whatever it is, but we'll eat it like that only. But the saprobiotic, first what they'll do is, they will partially digest or decompose that apple, and that's what we call rotten as well. After that, they will intake it, because their digestive system is not very strong. Although we are not given that in our syllabus as well, and we don't need to talk about it, but just for a little information I have told you, the only thing you need to remember in exam point of view is, feeds on dead and decaying matters, and they are also called decomposers, and you can write the example bread mold. Before Holozoic, let's talk about parasitic. Amarvale, Cascata, right? These are the few names which are parasite in nature. Leeches, the tapeworms. Okay, these all are examples of parasite. Let me just write up here. Example, tapeworms. Tapeworms are inside our body. If you don't know, tapeworms are present inside our body, and they are again a parasite inside our body. Then your leeches is again a parasite. Amarvale is a plant that can't photosynthesize, hence it lives on another organism to obtain its food. So parasites are the organisms which obtain food from other organisms. They can't prepare their own food and thus they are present inside the other organism or on the above the other organism to obtain their food. Okay. Example, tapeworms, leeches and the amabale itself. And when the parasite lives inside the body of an organism to obtain its food, for example tapeworms, they live in a small intestine to obtain its food. Hence that kind of parasite are also known as endoparasite. Let me write here. Endoparasite. We can just note it down, although it's not very important if you check it out from exam point of view, but for extra information you can write it. This is all about the parasitic. Just remember that they obtain food from other organisms, and sometimes the question rises that if for example if I take amarbale or tapeworms, you will ask that if they are obtaining food from other organisms, are they killing that organism from which they are obtaining food or trying to harm them? So answer is no. Parasite is obtaining its food from the other organisms. If I take the example of tapeworm, so tapeworm is taking the food. I am the source from where the tapeworm is getting its food. So obviously it will not try to harm me or kill me. But sometimes due to these parasites, we unintentionally get harmed, you can say. But it's not that they want it. Because if they will kill me, so they will die as well. Because I am the source of food, and you know that without food, no organism can survive. So we are done with parasitic. We are done with, just a minute. We are done with your saprobiotic as well, and now we'll talk about holozoic. Again, a very common example is us, the humans, or you can say amoeba. These are the examples of holozoic nutrition. They digest food inside. Just opposite to saprobiotic, we digest food inside our body. We take a food as a whole. We take the food as a whole. Holo means whole, first of all. So from the name itself, we can understand that holo means whole and zoic means animals. Literal meaning you can say is whole animals, but here it means that we take our food as a whole. पूरा food लेते हैं, no partial digestion outside the body. All the complete digestion takes place inside our body. Okay. In saprobiotic, what happens? In saprobiotic, they don't have a very good digestive system. Hence, the food gets digested outside the body partially, and then the complete digestion occurs inside the body. And they basically feeds on dead and decaying matter. But us, the humans, are the holozoic mode of nutrition we follow, and we digest our food inside the body. We take our food as a whole, and the complete digestion takes place inside our body. With this, we are done with the saprobiotic mode of nutrition, holozoic mode of nutrition, as well as parasitic mode of nutrition. Now, in the next video, we are going to talk about the nutrition in amoeba and human. But before that, I want to discuss. There are 5 steps of, you can say, nutrition in humans as well as amoeba. Basically, all the organisms that follow holozoic nutrition have these 5 steps of nutrition. Let's discuss them one by one. Ingestion. Ingestion means taking the food inside. intake of food. Okay, it simply means intake of food. Here your mouth, your salivary gland, all are involved. Then digestion, it means breaking down of food. Breaking down of food. Like from, you can say, complex to simple. Then absorption. Like we are going to discuss it more about that how humans absorb their food with the help of villi, or you can say small intestine. Absorption is nothing, just this simple food is when absorbed, when taken inside by the blood vessels, you can say, is known as absorption. So absorption is just absorption. Then assimilation. This is a term that we get confused. First of all, you should remember the sequence. Assimilation means utilization of food. Now you say, what is utilization of food? This is all we are doing till now. Here I mean utilization of food to produce energy. Like after you ate, let's say you ate apple. You took apple, you ate it, you chewed it, then it went to your stomach. It mixed with the several acids, you can say, like HCl, pepsin. Digestive liquid glands secrete some juices. It just gets mixed it with up. Then the food gets absorbed with the help of your small intestine in your blood vessels. After that, when that food is produced, now why we eat food? Obviously to have energy. So when that process occurs, when your food, which is broken down, which is in simple form, now is used to produce energy, or you can say ATP. Then digestion. Digestion is simply the elimination. Digestion is what? Elimination of food. Like when the assimilation is done, then you have waste products left, right? That is eliminated, and that basically is known as digestion. Like in humans, we have anus for that process. In amoeba also we are going to discuss how ingestion takes place. But all of that, we are clear with it, that we have ingestion first, means taking the food, where your mouth, your teeth, your salivary glands all are involved. Then comes digestion, when breaking down of complex food into simple food occurs, you can say with the help of digestive juices like HCl, pepsin, trypsin, your bile juice, and many. Absorbed, the food is absorbed by your villi in small intestine. I am talking about human here. Assimilation is just the utilization of food, and digestion is as simple as elimination. Ingestion se start, digestion pe khatam. With this, we are done with this holozoic nutrition. We have talked about heterotrophic nutrition, and now we are going to talk about amoeba and the nutrition in human, and then we'll go to the next topic. I hope you like my video. If you do, so do like, subscribe and share my channel. Also, don't forget to ring the bell hang button so you are gonna get all the notifications of my channel. Also, my name is Riti Arasthana, and just show me your support by commenting in the comment section below. Till then, bye-bye, and don't forget to subscribe it and share it with your friends for more such videos.